Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down below and also hit the bell next to it so that you're notified whenever I post a new video. Today's video is going to be the best of 2016 makeup products. So these are all my favorites throughout the year. These are the products that I always went to, and I'm sure a lot of these products are not new to you guys because I've used a lot of these in my videos, hence why they are my favorite. I just want to say that 2016 was a really good year. It's when my channel started, and I think that it's pretty crazy that a year has already gone by. I just want to thank you guys so much for, subscribing to me and watching my videos. It means so much to me. I've wanted to do this for years now, and here I am. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of you that are subscribed to my channel, and I just love you guys so much. So if you guys are curious to see what my favorites of 2016 were, then let's just get on into it. So I'm gonna start off by primers and then just go on into the face that way. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about that was my favorite for 2016 was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This one is completely empty. I do have a new bottle, but as you can see, this was definitely a favorite of mine. This stuff just feels so refreshing on your skin. I usually spray it before my foundation, and also I like to spray it when I'm done with my whole face. This stuff is really good too to help blend in stick or cream products. So if you're doing your face with a stick foundation, I like to spray this on my brush or just spray it on after I put the foundation on, and it kind of just makes it easier to blend out. This was definitely my favorite setting spray. My favorite primer is also by Smashbox, and this is the Photo Finish Primer. This I definitely purchased kind of in the middle of the year, but this is definitely my go-to favorite of 2016. I use this one the most, and it just works really well for my skin. I have dry skin, and it just makes your foundation go on really smoothly, and it also makes the foundation last a really long time. So the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer was definitely my favorite of 2016. Moving on to foundations, I definitely have a few that I want to mention because it was hard for me to just pick one. So my go-to foundation of the year, I would have to say, is the Makeup Forever HD Foundation Stick. I actually have this foundation in the pump form, the liquid form, and it's really good, but for some reason the stick just looks so good on the skin and it blends in really nicely. I'm in the color 120, and this is just amazing. I highly recommend this foundation, especially if you're someone with dry skin and you don't like to sit there and blend a liquid in. This stuff is just really easy because you can just pop it onto your face, and it's just so easy to blend out. I don't have any problems blending this out. This one's actually a brand new one. I went through my other one completely. But it just rolls up into the stick form, and I like to just do 2 stripes on my cheeks, one on my forehead, one on my chin, and then down the nose, and that is just enough to blend out my whole face. And I like to spray the Smashbox Primer Water on the brush and then blend in that way, and it just works amazingly. This stuff is definitely one of my favorites of 2016, and I'm going to definitely use this in 2017 as well. My other favorite foundation that I use the absolute crap out of is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. This stuff is so good. It's very full coverage. Looking for a super full coverage, this is definitely the foundation to try. This foundation is only $29, and that is awesome for a higher end foundation. It just has the little doe foot stick on here. It's just amazing. I absolutely love this foundation. This is another new one because I went through my other one completely and I threw it away. So this one is in the color 8 Golden Neutral. So the only thing I will say about this foundation is it's harder to find a shade because there's a lot of pink undertones. This is the only one that worked for me that has a really yellow undertone, but it works really nice on my skin, especially after I have concealer and all that stuff on. So the Clinique Beyond Perfecting is definitely one of my favorite foundations of 2016. So up next is concealer. This was not a question in my mind at all, and I'm sure you guys are gonna know what my answer is as to all the YouTubers on here, and that is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This concealer is the best concealer on the market hands down. Like, I don't care who you are going to love this concealer. It is so good. And mine is in the color light neutral. It just has like a big doe foot, kind of like the Clinique one. It's just so easy to blend out. Does not crease, does not budge. It's long lasting. What more could you ask for in a concealer? This is the best concealer on the market. It's so good, and it's pretty much like sold out, I feel like, everywhere. You can only get this at Ulta, I think. They don't sell it at Sephora, so that's the only crappy part. Hopefully Sephora will bring this in, because this concealer is raved about, and it's for every reason that it is so good. So if you have not tried this, what are you waiting for? Go buy you some. So up next for setting powders, I do want to talk about two. I wish I could narrow it down to one, but it's really hard because these are both my absolute favorites. So I'm going to start off with this one because I used this one for a majority of 2016, and that is the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Another one that's not a question. So this is completely empty. There's like nothing left in here. I have another full one waiting for me. But this is one of the best translucent setting powders in my opinion. It doesn't look cakey on the skin, and it's just really nice if you have dry skin. It doesn't emphasize any dry patches or anything. And this is just one of my favorites. It was my go-to for 2016 until I found this one, and this one is the RCMA No Color Powder. It's just in this jar like this, and it comes with so much. I have used pretty much half of it, and I'm obsessed with this stuff. It is so affordable. It's $13, and you can find it on the Beautylish website. I've used this a bunch in my videos, so I'm sure if you're a subscriber of mine, you will know that. So I don't typically use this way. I usually take the top off and dump it in, and then use it that way with my sponge or a brush. And I use this to set under my eyes and also on the rest of my face. It's really good for cleaning up your contour or anything like that. It's just an amazing powder. Definitely check this one out if you have not already. Next, on to contour. I have to mention this palette because this was definitely my go-to in 2016, especially for weddings and all of that good stuff when I did like makeup on the side for weddings. And that is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. As you can see, I definitely used the crap out of this palette. It's so good. I really like that this palette has different contours and also different under eye powders. This is good for a makeup artist because you can kind of mix and match, and it's in one palette, so that's amazing. I really liked the middle shade right here, and it was just a really good kind of like grab and go palette, and I really enjoy this palette. It has amazing blendability, and it's just really good. Definitely recommend this one. So next up is bronzer, and this one is my favorite bronzer of all time. It's so good, I need to get another one. And this is the MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish. And as you can see, this is all pan. There's only this little corner left of bronzer, and I never go through bronzers. Like, I'll go through a phase where I use a bronzer and then get another one, and it just keeps repeating that process. This I literally grabbed every day in 2016. It's just such an amazing bronzer. It looks really warm on the skin and just gives you like that sun-kissed glow without being like too warm. If you go a little overboard, you can definitely look a little orangey, but this bronzer, I promise you, if you try this, you will become obsessed with it. It's so good. It blends out amazingly. It looks like you've been on the beach. It's just such a good bronzer. Okay, so next for highlight, I want to mention two highlights that I am just in love with. I could not choose one highlight. 2016 was the year of highlight, so there was no way of choosing one. I could have probably talked about 5, but I'm just going to talk about 2 because this video is going to be super long. So the first one that I want to talk about is pretty obvious, and it's the Jaclyn Hill and BECCA Champagne Pop. Mine is in the actual face palette, so this one's Champagne Pop and this is Prosecco Pop. I actually want to talk about both of these because these have become one of my all-time favorite highlights. I usually mix both of these, and it gives such a beautiful finish to the skin. Look at those. They're just absolutely beautiful. You can't go wrong with both of these highlights. They're just so beautiful. Jaclyn Hill and BECCA definitely killed it with these highlights. Both of these are amazing. This whole palette is amazing, but I just wanted to talk about both of those because they were absolutely the most amazing highlights of 2016. But I do want to mention this one as well because this is one of my other favorite highlights ever. It is so good, and this is by OFRA. This is the highlight in the color Rodeo Drive. This highlight is stunning. It is so beautiful. It's that golden glow to your skin. I have it on my cheeks today. It's just so stunning. I use it in a lot of my videos, and look at that pigmentation right here. Not trying to flick you off, but look at how pigmented that is. That is insane. Like, absolutely insane. So that is it right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see with my lights, but this highlight is so good. I just am obsessed with this highlight. Next is blush, and this one is just, I've mentioned it in so many of my videos. I've used it in so many videos. This is the MAC blush in Margin. It just looks like this. As you can see, I've hit pan. I only have a little bit left. I used this so much in 2016 that I had to mention it. It was just my blush of the year. I used it all the time. I still will go to this blush in 2017 because it's just one of my favorite blushes. It has that like beautiful golden sheen to it, and it doesn't look like you're wearing like a ton of blush. I don't know how to explain it. It gives your face almost like a highlight at the same time. Blush is actually my favorite blush of all time, not even just in 2016. It's just one of my favorite. No, it is my favorite. If you have not tried this blush, I feel like you would love it because it's one of those blushes that would look good on everybody. Okay, so moving on to eyes. This one was just kind of like really easy for me because although there's been so many new eyeshadow palettes coming out here and there, this palette I just reached for a ton in 2016. I don't know what it is about this palette, but I always grab it and I always use it and I always love the way it looks. And that is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Mine is broken, so the top is just not even connected anymore. This palette is just so good. There's so many colors in here that you can use on an everyday basis, or if you want to go dramatic, there is some darker shades in here. One of my favorite shades is this one right here, and it's that like kind of like burgundy color. And then this one right here definitely has a divot in it because I use this a lot in my crease. These two right here I use a ton in my crease. It's just a beautiful palette. This highlight right here is stunning for even on your lid or under the brow bone. Sometimes I use this as a face highlight because it's so stunning. This palette was definitely my go-to of 2016, but I did want to mention these eyeshadows as well because I have to mention them. They were a staple in 2016 as well for me, and they're the MAKEUPGEEK eyeshadows. So this is my Z palette, and these are all my eyeshadows inside of it that I bought myself. So each shadow is $6, and which is, you can't even beat that price. You can't beat the quality. MAKEUPGEEK, in my opinion, are the best eyeshadows on the market because you cannot beat that price, and they're just so blendable. There's so many colors to choose from, and they're just so good. The pigmentation is amazing. So these are all the eyeshadows I own by MAKEUPGEEK, and I have a lot of neutrals, but I also have a pop of color in here. So let me know if you guys want to do like, if you want me to do like a separate video on MAKEUPGEEK eyeshadows, talking about each shade I have with swatches and all of that. But that is my palette. I've used this palette so many times, especially for traveling when I was doing makeup for brides, because this is just the perfect grab and go palette. It has, you know, a black in here, browns, neutrals, some really pretty shades. So definitely another staple of 2016. So moving on to mascara, this is just another one that I'm sure if you guys are a following of mine for a while, you'll know that it is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I've gone through tubes and tubes and tubes of this mascara. It is just the best one in my opinion for my lashes. It just gives them volume, it builds them up, it just makes them look super black, and I just love this mascara. I cannot say enough good things about it, and the best part is it's drugstore. And then for eyeliner, this is another drugstore product and one of my absolute favorite liquid eyeliners of all time. This bottle is completely empty. Like, when I tell you it's empty, it's empty. There's no pigmentation left. Applicator is completely dried out. I definitely need to get another one. This is the NYX Collection Noir Liquid Black Eyeliner. I have several videos using this eyeliner. I cannot say enough good things about this eyeliner. This eyeliner is $7, I believe, but it is so good. Literally so good. I've never gone through an eyeliner I've gone through liquid eyeliners where they'll start to dry out and really not work anymore, but this bottle is completely empty. There's nothing left inside of it, and I use this throughout 2016, pretty much every single day. It's just the best liquid eyeliner in my opinion, and again, drugstore. So moving on to brows, I have to mention this because it's just what I use every day for my brows. This is my all-time favorite brow pencil. It's not even of 2016, it's of all time. I still have yet to find a better one, and this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I'm in the color taupe. I've gone through so many of these as well. It just has the spoolie on one end and the little pencil on the other end. I get the most control with this pencil, and the spoolie is just really good for brushing out the brows. It stays in place. There's nothing bad to say about this pencil. I will repurchase this till the day I die. And then to keep the brows in place, my favorite one of the year was the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia, the same company. And it's just the Clear Brow Gel. This stuff is like hairspray for your eyebrows. They will not move. If you set your brows with this, they're not going to move. I will literally sometimes fall asleep with my makeup, which I do not recommend doing that. But you all know we get lazy sometimes, and I've woken up and my brows are still in place. So this stuff, definitely the best. Then for lips, I do have quite a few lip products to talk about, so let's just get on into those. And I'm going to start off with my lip liner. This lip liner is by MAC, and it is the color Soar. This is my second lip pencil, and they usually come and they're like pretty long. They're like this long, and this is my second one, and it is just the perfect mauve pink color. I have it on right now, and it's just the perfect lip liner for like any neutral look that you're going for. And I just sometimes even fill my lips in with this and won't even use a lip color over it. It's just so pretty, and I've gone through 2 of these. Like I said, it's just such a good long lasting lip liner, and I love this. For liquid lips, obviously 2016 was the year of liquid lips, matte liquid lips everywhere. There was like no glossy lips. It was just all matte everything. So I want to talk about 2 shades that were definitely my go-tos of the year, and they're pretty similar. One's more affordable and one's obviously more expensive. And the first one I want to talk about is my little baby. This is by ColourPop. I've talked about this several times. I've used it in several videos, and this is in the color Midi, and it's by ColourPop. It's literally the perfect neutral pink. I use it all the time. It's so good. I just don't have anything bad to say about this. I actually bought this for my sister for Christmas, and she loves it. This is it right here. I get so many questions whenever I wear this, what lip color I'm wearing, and it is this one. So if I'm wearing like a neutral pink, it's definitely probably this one. I love it. It does dry a little bit darker than when you first apply it. So as you can see, it's getting a little bit darker. I usually do top this with like a lighter nude lipstick, and I get the perfect combination. This stuff is super long lasting, very comfortable on the lips, and it's $6. I don't need to say anything else. I'll have all the products I'm talking about linked down below, like always, direct links to each product so that you guys can find it for yourself. So the next liquid lipstick that I wanted to talk about is definitely harder to get your hands on, and it is the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the color Cocoa K. I just love the color of this. I will say, I don't know what it is about these liquid lipsticks. They don't last as long on my lips. They last long if I'm not eating anything, but as soon as I eat something, I will notice that the center of my lips definitely come off. The ColourPop one lasts longer in my opinion. But this one is such a pretty formula. Okay, it's not a pretty formula, but it's a pretty color, and it has a really good formula. And these two are like very similar in color. So if you're looking for a dupe of Cocoa K, definitely try the ColourPop one, because as you can see, they're pretty similar. Cocoa K has a little bit more of like a pinky undertone than the ColourPop one, but these are both very similar. And if you're trying to save some money, definitely try the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the color Midi, because it's very close to Cocoa K. Okay, so we are almost done. I'm going to talk about a lipstick next. This one was my go-to to top both of those colors. Right now on my lips, I have the lip liner that I talked about. I'm wearing Cocoa K on my lips right now, and then I'm wearing this as a topper, and that is like my perfect lip combination. I know it takes 3 products, but I don't know, it's just perfect for me. I love it. And this is the NYX Butter Lipstick in the color Sugar Wafer. I will say that they changed the name of this lipstick. They changed a lot of the names actually. So I believe the new one is called Snow Mellow. I think it is. I'm gonna have it linked down below for you guys. As you can see, I've used the crap out of this. This is another, like, I've gone through several of these. So this is not my first one. And it's just the perfect, like, peachy pink lipstick, and it goes so well over those liquid lipsticks that I mentioned before. And it's very affordable. These are like $6, I think. And they just look so nice on the lips. They're very moisturizing because they are the butter lipstick. I just love this lipstick. Definitely my go-to of 2016. So next for lip glosses. Lip glosses weren't really my thing in 2016 because of the whole liquid lipstick thing, but I will say that I used this one the most out of any of my lip glosses, and this is Gerard Cosmetics Lip Cream in the color Angel Cake. As you can tell, I love my nudes. I just can't get away from them. They're just so beautiful. This is it right here, and it's very similar to the lipstick that I was just talking about. So these lip glosses are not really a lip gloss, they're like a lip cream. So you can definitely get away with just wearing this and you will have pigmentation on your lip. It's not really like a clear liquidy lip gloss, and it just has really good pigmentation. So you can definitely get, you know, just use this and go on with your day, and it gives you really good pigmentation. But I love this combination on top of all of these. It's just beautiful. I love it. So definitely check the Gerard Cosmetics lip creams out if you haven't already. They're really good. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, I couldn't forget this baby because I literally used this so much. This is my second one. I got this for Christmas because I ran out of my other one. It's one of those products that you put on your lips and the temperature of your lips kind of like changes the lip color, but it's this baby pink color, and it looks a little clear right now, but when you use it, it kind of adjusts to the temperature of your lips, and it just gives you this perfect like bitten lip color. I love using this on days that my lips are so dry and I'm sick of the liquid lipsticks. I pop this on my lips and it literally gives you like the perfect pink glow to your lips. It's just so beautiful. Like I said, this is a brand new one. My other one actually broke because I used it so much that the bottom of this like disconnected from it, and it was a mess, but I asked for another one for Christmas and I'm so happy. I throw this in my makeup bag and I use it almost every day, especially like in the morning when I don't have any makeup on. I like to apply this and it gives you some color to your face so you don't look dead, and it was my all-time favorite kind of like lip balm in 2016. I love this baby. So that completes my 2016 favorites. I have so many other favorites, but this video would be like 7 years long if I talked about all my favorites of 2016, but these were like the staples. Like if I was like stranded on an island and I only had these products, I would be perfectly fine. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Leave comments down below what you guys want to see next. I hope you guys all have a fantastic new year, and I will see you in 2017. Bye. That's what I thought, bitch. Oh, okay. Really good price for I can't talk today. What is my problem?